Hey guys, welcome back to Kitchen on Road. I am Patrice and I will be your chef for this evening. Thank you, PiliPili Spices, for featuring me. Today I'll be cooking some jerk tofu and shrimp skewers along with coconut rice and Cajun lemonade. A little bit about me, I am a behavioral therapist by day, and on the side, I tutor in French. I have a podcast named Finalizing Radio. I have a little meal prep business on the side called Prep by P. What else? I love to cook, evidently. Cooking is definitely a big hobby for me, especially during, I think because of COVID. I've definitely been cooking a lot more and exploring. I do get bored easily when it comes to food, so I love to try different things. Everyone really knows how to cook in my family, so I think eating at home has always been a big thing. I never really eat out fast food and shit like that. I'm also very health conscious. I like to work out and stuff, so I think that it matters what's going in your body. I also believe in energies and stuff like that, so if people have bad energy and they're cooking for you, it's gonna affect you as well. So first I'll be starting with the marinade for the shrimp skewers. So I'm going to use some grapeseed oil, my favorite. I use this in my hair and I cook with it, so it's very versatile to me. So we're gonna have 4 tablespoons. How's everyone's day going? I hope you guys are having a lovely whatever day of the week it is. And then I'm gonna put 1.5. Actually, I'm just gonna put 1 whole tablespoon of soy sauce. And I really like the mushroom dark soy sauce. I don't know if anyone has tried it, but if you haven't, you really should because it's freaking amazing. And then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of honey. Ooh, look at that. Spicy. Or sweet. After that, I will put some lemon zest. I didn't even tell you guys, but the most important part of being in the kitchen, the first things first, you always have to wash your hands. You guys didn't see me do it, but I did. Always have your hair tied back, no jewelry, and then get to work. It's harder than expected, but we'll work with it. Other side?
Yeah.
Nah, I like this side. It's thick, but
just like you?
yeah. Yeah, so a little bit of lemon zest gives it that tangy effect. And then I'm gonna add my spices. So where's the time? And I'm always using my PiliPili spices. Get yours, PiliPiliSpice.com. No, I'm kidding. There's an Instagram for that, and it'll probably be in the description below. So yeah, 1 tablespoon of that. And then some pepper and some salt. I really usually don't use salt in my food because pepper and other spices already have salt in it. So I really don't see a point, but for the culture, we will use some spices today. This is going on the shrimp skewers. So, gotta whip it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna add my garlic, a little bit of that. So this is 1.5 garlic. I always start small just because when you put too much and it oversaturates, can really f it up. So start small, and if you have to add, just add it in, it's fine. Then we're gonna cut up our parsley a little bit. So what I do, I actually saw this in the video, you roll it up into a ball, and then, so yeah, I love to roll this in a little ball and then cut it up. That way it gets more fine, and you can always roll it back up using the knife, chop it again. I think parsley is so good. It gives everything a fresh feel, and it's so versatile. I actually use parsley in my hair, parsley water, if anyone's interested in that. And then yeah, let's mix it up. Look at that. And then yeah, that's ready to go. Okay, so while this is marinating a little bit, I'm gonna get the skewers ready and we'll be back. So while I am making the skewers, applying them to the sticks, I will be preheating the oven to 350 degrees, like that. And while that's preheating, I'll be constructing the skewers with my handy dandy sticks. I'm gonna apply the dressing all over the vegetables and shrimp right now. Get all of that in there. And then I'm gonna take 2 spoons and just mix it up. Honestly, I'd use my hands, but I don't want to get them dirty, so. Make sure you get the sauce everywhere, like it extra saucy. So right now I'm mixing in the sauce, applying it to every part of the vegetables and shrimps. Make sure that they all get some flavor in there. And I wish you guys could smell this because it smells amazing. It doesn't really matter which ingredient you decide to start with as long as you get them all. It can be a little tricky. So in my mixture, I'm using red onions, shrimps, and then orange peppers and red peppers. You can always add more sauce. I'll probably add another batch of sauces on top just to get that extra flavor in. And it looks like that. So now take a look. Very, very nice. And I'm going to pop them in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Obviously checking back, making sure they don't overcook. And I like to set a timer because I forget things. So we'll put a timer for 20 minutes. Now I'm gonna get started on the jerk tofu. First, well, I already grated the ginger. So I used 1 teaspoon of ginger. Now I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of honey. You can use honey or syrup. I just like honey, it's more natural. So that's what I use. And even though it's jerk, the honey kind of gives it like a nice sweet taste to it. And then I'm going to squeeze these limes all up in that. Fun fact, if you have like a really hard lime and you want it to get soft, put it on the floor and roll it under your foot and it'll soften up, and then wash it after. And then I'm going to put 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. And the rest of my garlic cloves. So there's 2 garlic cloves in here. Yeah, so garlic cloves, and then my ginger's already in here, perfect. Now I'm gonna use my PiliPili jerk seasoning, available in stores now. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of that, okay? And then I'm going to add some grapeseed oil. So I'll put 1 tablespoon of grapeseed oil. It says canola, but I don't really like canola. It's kind of like the worst oil. It's always olive or grapeseed. That's where it's at. And then I have my tofu over here already cut and drained, and my pineapple chunks. So I'll apply the pineapple chunks first. Nice and juicy. You can use frozen or fresh pineapple. I use frozen just because I don't have time to peel a whole pineapple right now. And then I'm gonna apply it to my tofu. Get all that in there. And I'm just gonna lightly spread this just because I don't want my tofu to break up. I got extra firm tofu, by the way. Feel free to use whatever kind you would like. I like extra firm, obviously, because it sticks together longer. I'm just gonna mix it all up. Usually I'd let it marinate for like an hour to a day, but obviously with time, we'll just leave it like that, enough flavor, and then I'm gonna put it on the pan. So if you guys wanna follow me over here, I'm gonna put oh, I want this side, and I'm gonna put it on 4, and we'll let that heat up a little bit. Get your oil all around the pan, even though these are non-stick pans, very efficient. Amazon bought. And we'll just let the oil heat up a little bit. While we're waiting for the pan to heat up, you can see it's bubbling here, so I think it's ready to go. But right before that, we're gonna check on these skewers. So I'm just gonna lift this. Woo! Look at that. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good. Probably give it another 5 more minutes. You can see it's kind of crisping over now. Okay, I'm gonna start applying my tofu. Listen to that sizzle. Nice, put them on one by one. My oil is a little hot, so I'm gonna turn it down. Don't want anything to burn. I'm actually just gonna take it off the pot right now while I get all of these on. See if I can fit them all on here. Add my pineapples. Get that juice on. Okay, we'll do these ones first. Let that cook a bit. So I'm just gonna let that sizzle a little bit with the lid on, and then we can flip. If you take a look at that, just gonna flip them. So this smells very, very juicy. All right, so my timer went off. It's been 20 minutes. I let it go for another 2. We're going to check on the skewers now. So usually I take a little pokey or something. Today we're gonna use a knife. And we'll take this out. Take the wolf. Look at that steam. And I kind of just put my knife through just to make sure that they are nice and tender. Yep, see, cutting right through. Love that. So these are done. I'm gonna take them out and we'll kind of just rest them up here. Nice and complete. Let's put it back here. I'm gonna put this back on just so it stays warm. And now we're gonna check on our tofu. It's really cooking up in there. And give them another flip. Okay, look, they're starting to brown. I like that. These smell really good. I'm trying not to break them, so very gentle. Okay, these are almost done. I don't know about you guys, but I like my tofu a little bit crispy. So we'll just let that almost done. Yeah, so back to the rice. I make sure that the water level is right at my first line on my finger. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more, and it's ready to go. I put 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm just gonna honestly slide them onto the plate. Now, the tofu's done. If you look at it, it's nice and browned. And I'm just gonna apply it to the plate now. We'll make it look nicer later. All right, and voila. And then I'm gonna add the rest of it. I just need my oil. Okay, so because I'm making coconut rice, scratch that. I'm gonna add the coconut milk first, and then depending on how high this level water goes. So I added half a cup of coconut milk. I'm gonna mix it in so it's more liquidy. I'll put my finger again. And I obviously need to add more water now. So now I'm gonna add the rest of my water till it's at the right level. A little bit more. Perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna add my butter in now. We have some vegan butter here. Never had it before, but can't be that different. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of butter. And then I'm gonna put the heat on high until it boils, and then I will reduce it to low level and let it simmer till all the water has evaporated. In the meantime, we'll check back on our tofu. Okay, these are ready to go. This guy wants to flip. All right, so while those are cooking, we're going to get started on our Cajun peach lemonade. Okay, so now we're gonna be making our Cajun peach lemonade. Unfortunately, the store didn't have peaches, so it's gonna be a mangoes, strawberry, and peaches Cajun lemonade. So I'm gonna cut up these lemons, take the seeds out, because you might choke, unless you want to choke. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, and then I'm gonna squeeze. So I cut up 2 lemons. I'm gonna squeeze all of it into my big bowl right here. We love a big bowl. Gotta squeeze. Fresh lemon. You can use lemon juice if you want, but while I'm doing this, my rice is slowly thawing out. So if you have any extra seeds after this, just
fish them out.
Kindly, yeah. take them out. Wait, so that, so always wash your fruits. We have actually kale and green tea spinach vitamin superfood cleanser. This actually popping.
I saw that.
Popping. Well, now that I've squeezed out all the lemons, I'm going to peel 3 peaches and add them in. These peaches are very soft, so they're going to be nice and juicy. All right, so we got the peaches in, the lemons. Now we're going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. And then we're gonna add 6 cups of tonic soda. Or you can use club soda, it doesn't matter. But we're using tonic tonight. Six. And then we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of oregano. Not too much. I personally don't really like oregano, but here we are. And then our light rum. We'll put 1 cup for now. Oh, that's pretty much the bottle, so maybe I should just add the rest in. No, I don't want to overpower it. And then, yeah, and then we're gonna blend it up. Yeah. So I'm just gonna mix it a little bit. Make sure that the sugar and the rest of the ingredients mix in. Then I'm gonna add it to our big bullet over here. Oh, the Ninja. This is big, bigger than the ones I've seen before. We'll slap that on there, top. All right, now we're gonna blend it up. Woo! I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Smells so good. I'm just gonna pour it in here. Kind of looks like a pina colada, but it's not. All right, and then we're gonna fill up the next one. I added in, I almost forgot, that would have been bad, the bag of frozen fruits that have strawberries, mangoes, and peaches, which will give this a lot more flavor. Okay, we'll blend the next one. Ooh, that vibration. Okay, and then I'm gonna add everything back into our lovely bowl here. Mix it all up. So I'm just gonna mix it till all the consistency is the same. This is honestly a really good drink for summer. You know, hot girl summer, we outside. So yeah, definitely if you're having like a day with your girlfriends by the pool.
Boat day.
Boat day, yeah, this would be perfect for that.
Do I have to use rum or can I use like tequila?
I prefer white one because it just doesn't overpower everything and you get to taste all of the flavors in one. If you use like tequila is pretty powerful, so I wouldn't really use that with this. So I lined my rim with some Cajun spice by PiliPili. And then I'm gonna pour my drink in. All right, so we're just gonna mix it up again, make sure all the ingredients are nice and collected. Collective? I don't know. Yeah, and then we pour it in. Like that. All right, so now we got the finished product. I'm gonna get my best friend to do a little taste testing. She usually tries my food out, my exotic, whatever I decide to cook up each day. So everyone welcome Shay.
Hey.
Hey girl, heard you're hungry.
Always. What do we have today?
So today we have some shrimp skewers with some jerk tofu and coconut rice and a Cajun exotic fruit lemonade. So what do you want to try first?
To taste. Let's do tofu. It's not my favorite, so.
Yeah, she doesn't really like tofu, but you like my tofu.
Wait, what is there?
Oh, there's pineapples in it, so okay, make sure you taste it with the pineapple, yeah. Okay, you have a big mouth. How is it? Be honest. Okay.
Yep. Cinnamon in there?
No.
It's really good. It kind of tastes like French
toast. Okay. Must have been.
It's good though.
Wash it down with some Cajun lemonade. You feeling it?
It's busting.
Yay.
It's actually really big bite.
Okay. Oh, the bite? Okay.
It's really good though, honestly. 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay. Solid 80%.
I'm not sure how tofu is actually supposed to taste, but
Like you wouldn't really think it's tofu, right? Okay, yeah. That's good. Okay.
so it's good for people who don't like tofu.
AKA Shay.
Yeah.
Got some red pepper, orange peppers, onions. Mmm. Healthy. Okay, get to the shrimp. How is it? You have some parsley on your finger. Eat it up.
It's good as well. You can taste the black pepper. What other seasonings are in there?
There's black pepper, there is thyme, there is sea salt. Yeah, that's it. And then some parsley, some honey, soy sauce, and some grapeseed oil.
It's good.
Yeah?
I'd say 7 out of 10. I think you should just use a little bit more
What?
sauce, but
Oh, sauce. Okay.
yeah, but overall, it's good.
Okay. Rice.
What kind of rice is this?
It's coconut rice. Very subtle.
Is it jasmine rice?
Jasmine rice, yes.
I really like that. The coconut oil or the coconut milk is subtle,
Yeah.
so it's not too overpowering.
Right. And the texture? How's the rice?
Perfect.
Yes, I know. I make a good rice.
Yeah, I actually
Always.
do. Rice, yeah, so it's good.
It's rice. No, you can easily f up rice.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you can really burn. You have.
no, I like the rice. Let me take some home actually.
All right. Okay, so
Overall, it's a great dish. Everything's well seasoned. Nothing's too overpowering. All the flavors complement each other. So definitely for PiliPili, if you need any seasonings, definitely buy it. It works well with all types of food, whether or not it's vegetarian or meat. You guys can definitely make a great dish using those products.
well, thank you guys for joining me on this little adventure.
Wait, I didn't rate the drink actually.
Okay. All right, so rate the drink. There is some exotic fruits. So we got strawberries, mangoes, peaches,
What's
lemon.
the
On the rim, we have Cajun seasoning on there, just to add a little spice. And then we have white rum in it.
10 out of 10, no doubt.
And oregano, but not too much.
You can't taste oregano,
Good.
but the rimmer definitely complements the fruits and the rum that's inside.
Awesome. Love that. Well, guys, thank you for joining me on this little excursion journey, food venture. Thank you to Coty, the whole team, London, PiliPili Spices, for having me. I was so excited and I'm so honored to be part of this. And yeah, catch you on the flip.